Well, guys, as you know, I always like to do a follow-up to every story that breaks down in Yonkers. This happened yesterday by the gas station. Most of you probably saw a video of a young woman being arrested, hurt by the police department. And she alleges that this was not justified. So we want, what's your name again, Jen?
Tiffany.
We want Tiffany Pettiford,
Yes.
to tell us her side of the story. What happened, Tiffany?
Okay, I pulled up to the store on by Whitney Young. The police pulled another car over, was bothering them. So when I went in the store, I bought me a soda and a pack of Starbursts for my son. Before I came out the store, the police was watching me. So they asked me to step out the store. I asked them, am I under arrest? Why? They told me no. I asked them again, am I under arrest? They told me no. So when I was heading back to my cousin's car, they told me that I had to put my hands behind my back because I have a 6 o'clock curfew. I came from the hospital. I didn't get released until 9:45 p.m. getting a surgery done and put to sleep. And I have my paperwork right here. And when I tried to show them, they didn't want to hear that. So they body slammed me on my cousin's car. And I was with my 7-year-old son, and he's watched everything and seen everything. And everybody came out. The gas station man told me to, just stay calm and stuff, that I didn't do nothing, trying to tell the police why y'all arrested her. We have you on camera. And another guy had the video of them body slamming me, putting a taser to my rib here, and try to tase me. And it was about 5, 6, 7 officers arrested me and body slammed to the floor. They knees in my back, they hands on my head, and foot all in my back.
Now, you saying that you had a curfew of 6 o'clock.
Yes.
Why you had a curfew?
Because another incident happened when the judge put a curfew out on me. And when he put the curfew out on me, they asked me, do I have a curfew? I told them, yes, I do. But when I tried to show them this paperwork, they didn't want to see the paperwork or anything the time that I got out the hospital getting a procedure done for my lower back on the left side.
Now, I have to, I have to ask questions from both sides.
Yes.
What time did you come out of the hospital?
I came out at 9:45 p.m.
And what time did this happen?
This happened at 10:07, 10:15, no later than that.
So instead of going home where you were supposed to be,
right,
you were there to the store.
Yes, I went to go pick up my son from Slowbound from his grandmother's house. The hospital is in the Bronx, Eastchester Road, 2008 Eastchester Road. So by the time I got up here to Yonkers, I went straight to pick up my son, stopped at the gas station at the store, and that's when I seen the police, and they pulled somebody else over, and then they let them go. Then they came and started bothering me for no reason, and I didn't have nothing to do with what they was doing at all.
Did you ask them, why are you doing this to me?
Yes, and they told me to step out the store. I asked them, was I being arrested? They told me no. I asked them again, why do I have to step out the store? Am I being arrested? They told me no. And they said it's the camera on top of their head that the judge would see, them, not listening to them, the judge, about them putting me in handcuffs because I had a 6 o'clock curfew. And I tried to show them this paper. I got out of my appointment at 9:45 p.m. and I got arrested around 9:15.
So it was about 15 minutes?
Yes.
So normally, I don't know about the procedures, but normally how does that work? So if you have a curfew of 6 o'clock, but you have a medical appointment or whatever, are you supposed to notify the police prior?
No, they didn't tell me that. I tried to show the police the paper. They didn't even let me get the paper out of my pocket, my right pocket, or anything. They said they don't want to see that or nothing. They didn't care about that.
Now, I heard something that they confiscated a video. Is that true?
Yes, they have a video of them beating me in front of my son, slamming me on my cousin's car, in the hood of her car, and then they called back up and sent about 5 police, slammed me on the ground, put their knees in my back, put their legs around in my back and my shoulder and everything, and they had the taser to my left side right here and told me if I moved again that they would tase me. So they body slammed me to the floor.
So this video that they confiscated, who was doing the video?
The 2 officers that arrested me. at first.
But you're saying that they confiscated the video?
Yes.
So whose video did they confiscate it?
The guy was videoing them the whole time when they was arresting me and telling me to put my hands up on the car and everything. When they body slammed me and everything, he had the video. My mom also had the video on her phone that they sent her.
So they sent that video, even though the video was confiscated, but somebody sent. So there was multiple people videotaping it.
A lot of people, yes.
Yeah, I saw one of the videos. That's why your mother actually contacted me.
Yeah.
Now, what injuries do you have?
My left knee is messed up, is fractured, and my on my left side of my back going up. And when I breathe hard, like I can't even breathe hard, it hurts. And I was also in the hospital.
Put that in front of the camera so people can see. This is from yesterday?
Yes.
Okay. Now, how is your little boy?
He's 7 years old.
How is he? Seeing his mother being slammed on the ground by the police department, the police that are supposed to keep us safe, how they act in front of a child.
He's traumatized.
Traumatized.
Yes, he's traumatized. I even had my son's grandmother bring him to court to tell my lawyer everything that he's seen and everything. And my cousin don't have no tints on her car window, so the gas station have the camera, my son, in the car seeing everything what they did to me. And he's only 7 years old.
Now, have you ever heard about current affairs?
No.
Well, it's a precinct by Radford.
Okay.
You can go there and file a complaint if you feel like injustice was done to you.
Okay.
Go there and file the complaint, because things like this need to be documented and notified, so it's on record.
Okay.
It's on Radford, right next to the fire department.
Okay, and I also have another. I recorded them, the same officers that did the same thing to me last night on my phone, and I had a curfew then. They didn't lock me up then. When they pulled over one of my family members down here, by the same place, by Whitney Young store, and they asked him, why do he have a spoon in his car? And they pulled him over, gave him 5 tickets for no reason. For no reason. And I have the recording on my phone and
You're not
everything.
supposed to have spoons anymore?
This is what we was trying to say. And he opened the dash, told us to open the dash, the glove department, asked them, why is you have a spoon in your car? Why do you have straws, a straw in your car and stuff? We said, we eat in the car. Everybody eats in their car. And they was being very rude, and they gave him 5 tickets for no reason.
Now, you're saying that the police officers that showed up yesterday, you've seen them before?
Yes, and I have them recorded on my phone, harassing us for no reason.
What do they say when they arrest you? Do they say any specific words? Do they say anything?
They told him to shut the fucking car off. They told him to pull over the car, shut the car off, take your hands and put it out the window, take the keys out. He did everything they supposed to do, and then they asked him for his registration. He gave him the registration and everything. Then the other cop came on my side when I had a 6 o'clock curfew at this time too, and was asking, why do he have a spoon in his glove department? Why do he have multiple, stuff in his glove department that didn't have anything to do with why that they was pulling him over? They said they pulled him over for him not putting a signal on.
Okay, that's the reason, because they have to give you a reason to pull you.
Yeah.
Now, some people are saying, what does this letter say? Can you read it?
This letter says that I had a procedure done at 2008 East Chester Road. I was put to sleep. They gave me anesthesia with my doctor, Dr. Brian Elshold, and on 4/1/2019. I have another follow-up to attend to on 5/1/2019 at 9:15 a.m. to see how everything is going with my back and everything. And now it's all messed up now by them doing all of that to me.
So again, just to make it clear, you came out of the hospital yesterday.
Yesterday.
At what time?
9:45 p.m.
9:45 p.m.
Yes.
And this happened at around 10 p.m.
Yes.
Now, when the police showed up at the location, for what you're saying, they didn't show up for you.
No.
They show up for something else.
Yes, they pulled over another car that was parked, like, you know, that wasn't supposed to park there. And then they let them go and waited for me to come out the store. And they started harassing me.
I guess they
for no
recognized
reason.
you that you were supposed to be home at 6
Yes.
o'clock.
And I tried to show them this paperwork. They didn't want to see nothing. And I asked them, was I under arrest twice? They told me no. And it's a camera that was up above their head, and that, I can get the camera, and we can get the camera, and them telling me I'm not under arrest twice.
But why slamming you? What triggered that? Did they ask you to put your hands somewhere and you refused? Did they give you a directive and you didn't do it? Because it seems awkward that they just slammed you.
Yeah, they told me to put my hands on the car. I put my hands on the car, and I tried to ask them, can I go in my pocket, to get the letter? They said that I was refusing to put my hands on the car and stuff, but my hands was on the car. And then they tried to body slam me. Then they called like 10 other cop cars, and it was like 5 guys, officer, that body slammed me on the floor, dragged me in front of my son and everything to another car. And it wasn't even the cop car. They took me out of the cop car that did all of that and put me in a totally different 2 other cop cars.
Well, that happens sometimes.
Yeah.
They may arrest you and put you in a different cruiser to take you in.
Yeah, and they took me straight to the hospital. They didn't take me to the jail yet. They took me straight to the hospital.
Yeah, to check, make sure that you were okay.
Yeah.
And what did the hospital say?
They told me that they didn't see anything, that was, wrong, but they gave me a pain medication for my pain because they seen the paperwork and everything, that I just came out of procedure and everything done. And they said that they see a little fraction on my left-hand side where I got my procedure done, for them putting their knees in my back and their elbows and their legs in my back.
Well, Tiffany, is there anything that maybe I forgot to ask you that you want to bring it up? How many people were around you?
It was a whole lot, a crowd of people, a crowd. And this guy was video until the first, when they stopped me, until the end of the video.
And they confiscated one video, but probably that is the video from the gas station itself.
Yes, the video from the store when they told me that I wasn't arrested twice to step out the store, and twice. And then when I got to the gas station, tried to, tell them that my son was in the cab, in the car. They didn't want to hear that or anything. They didn't let me call nobody for my son. Thank God that somebody was outside that I know, one of my family members, to take my son, because we was in a taxi cab. And my son, they just left me, my son just left him.
Well, Tiffany, I heard your story.
Yes.
It's terrible.
Yes.
I will contact the Yonkers Police Department in the morning.
Okay.
And ask them for their version of the story.
Okay.
Sometimes they do tell us. Sometimes they don't, because they might consider this an ongoing investigation, and they don't speak on ongoing investigations.
And they gave me a ticket.
And you have to go to court when?
On the 9th, and I didn't see no judge or nothing. They just gave me this ticket.
Yes, they can do that. Yeah, they give you a desk.
Yeah, but if they wanted to do that, they should have did it yesterday.
So when did they give you this?
Today, when I got released. I didn't see no judge, didn't speak to no judge, no lawyer, nothing.
You spent the night in jail last night?
Yes.
Also, you spent the night.
Yes.
So from the hospital, you went to jail.
Yes.
And they let you go this morning.
Yes.
And this morning they gave you this.
This afternoon.
This afternoon.
Yep, this afternoon.
Are you out on bail?
No, no bail. I didn't see no lawyer. I didn't see no judge. They let me go from the back. Handcuffs, without handcuffs and everything. And gave me this.
All right. So thank you very much, Tiffany. And we will follow up.
Okay.